Now that I want to talk, somebody's dog is yelling. Like, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lindy. This is Lindiorslife and you're back for another one. Welcome. I decided to do this little sit down, get ready with me because I haven't done one in a while. And I was like, you know what? It's 6 months into the year. Life's been lifing and I haven't sat down and really like talked to y'all. It's really been a whole bunch of like, this is what I'm doing to get back reset for the week. And also I haven't really gotten to reset this week because it was one of those weekends where, you know, I'm overly booked. I'm doing things, okay? My cousin had a birthday party and now I'm going to my friend's birthday party. So we ain't got too much to reset, but let's chat. Let's chat because I haven't sat down and chatted with y'all in a hot minute. So we're gonna do a full get ready with me. I gotta do my nails, face. I'm going to this birthday brunch. It starts at 12, it's 11:45. But let's be real. We know people. Hopefully I'm out of here in like 45. I get there like 1. I have to be an hour late. So yes, let's chat. As you can see, I got braids, a good bust down. As soon as summer hits, I need to get my fix, which is a braid. But this boho hair has been acting weird, like different from the last time I bought it. So don't know what that's about, but whatever. I'm going in with this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I need to get better at priming my face and just being more serious about the sweat because it's so hot outside. And I went out yesterday and you know, like my face is was feeling dropping. But anyways, y'all, what's new? So if you're not new here, I am in the world of architecture and I'm an architectural designer. I'm still doing that. I feel like I'm at a turning point in my career because at this point it's like 4 or 5 years out of school. Actually 5 years out of school. This is my second firm I worked at and I'm just like I'm starting to evaluate if this is my career path forever, you know, or at least for a longer period of time. I think I'm not ready to give up architecture because it's been so much ingrained in my life since 2026. Like, it's been 10 years since I graduated high school. It's been 10 years of I'm gonna be an architect. And now I'm having second guesses on stuff like that because of, you know, working in the architecture field and just, you know, all that goes into it, you know. I'm like, there might need to be another career, but we'll see. But like I'm saying, I'm not ready to give up on it because it's just been so ingrained and like I'm gonna be an architect. I'm gonna be a black architect. There's literally only like I feel like it's under 500 black women architects in the world. Like, it's insane. So I, you know, want to be one of those. And in me wanting to be one of those, I took an architecture exam. Okay, this year I've been spending a lot of time studying, at least the first half of the year. I spent a lot of time studying to take my first architecture exam, my PCM exam, practice management, which is like it teaches you how to like own a firm, start a firm, all the ins and outs of firm life, money, like is it an S corp, is it a C corp, like all that kind of stuff. Hard work, I'm not gonna lie, but I was having a good time learning. I feel like I haven't sat down and had to learn something in a long time. So I actually kind of enjoyed that part. It felt like I was in school because of like I was in the study group, and then the like study platform we use is kind of like school-like. You take quizzes and tests and modules and stuff and watch videos. So I'm like, oh my god, it gave me school, like college vibes, and I was enjoying that because it's just been a minute. And I do like to learn and I do like the structure of school. kill me just a little bit. I do like the structure of like, oh, we're learning, we're taking tests, advancing our knowledge a little bit. So I didn't hate it, but at first I was lost. I'm like, I don't know nothing. And I'm, you know, happy to say that by the time I took the test, I really felt like I knew stuff. Like I was like, okay, the math is clicking. I get the difference between the corporations. Like I was actually kind of getting it. So I took the test and I failed the test. Literally. Womp, womp, womp. And I don't know, it didn't like devastate me. So I was like, okay, I guess I am growing, because younger Lindy, that would have literally ruined my entire day, entire week. I would have been so sad. I would have been like, woe is me, I'm such an idiot. But I generally was in that, taking that test, like, I didn't feel stupid taking the test, you know what I mean? Like I had answers to the questions. Things were making sense to me. Some things weren't, but like overall I felt good about it. So when I didn't pass, I was like, you know what? I didn't pass, that sucks, but I know I'm close. Like I know this information, or at least something close. And then when I got my test score back, I was close. Literally just a couple points away from passing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take that as a win, because I actually learned the information, I actually comprehended, and I took the exam. What can I say? The only issue is it's not cheap, but it's fine. It's fine. I will do it again. But all that coupled with the fact that I'm still on the fence about this whole career, like long term. I think I want to be, as I really think about this, and I'm gonna think about it I'm gonna try to think about it harder so I can really start making money moves, because like 5 years in the business, I should know, right? Or at least like, you know, start making money moves, because I know. I think I want to be like a consultant, like architecture adjacent. And if you don't know, I'm gonna try to break it's really not that hard to comprehend, but basically like in the world of architecture and in a lot of other worlds, a consultant is like a I wouldn't say subcontractor, but they're like underneath the umbrella of architecture. So if I'm an architect, I'll get a consultant on board to like do their portion of the civil, do their portion of landscaping, do their portion structural, like all engineers separate. That's like what they do their portion. And what I like about that is that they're doing their portion. As an architect, you have to all encompass. You're talking to everybody, you're doing everything, you're designing the building, you're coordinating, making sure, like, it is just a lot more in depth in the overall of the building and the overall of like everybody. I wasn't aware. You know, they don't tell you that in school. And I don't know if I have that personality trait to really lock in on that, if that makes sense. Because as I'm learning myself, I'm learning that I'm not that organized of a person, and coordinating with consultants and answering emails and all that stuff kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety. Like I'm a little, and it might just be because I'm new to it. So I'm trying to give myself grace in that, like, okay, maybe you're just new and it's uncomfortable because you don't know what you're doing yet. But maybe once you're like, oh, like I know what I'm doing, you'll be more chill about it. And then like maybe start to like it. And maybe I'm gaslighting myself. I don't know. But that's what I've been thinking. I'm trying to decide, like, would I be giving up too early if I was to change careers now? I'm really just getting my feet wet with like finding out all the ins and outs of, that's what I'm saying. It's been 5 years. I'm just getting my feet wet, finding all the ins and outs of what it entails to be an architect. And that's why I say this shit is a lot, okay? So I'm like, do I want to continue? I think I'm gonna do this house labs because I haven't done it in a minute, and I feel like I could do like a light. I feel like I can make this light before I make, Oh, but I'm actually a little darker. I think maybe we mix a little bit. We do a little mix. But I want to do like a light, like the rest of my face, I want it to be light. I don't want to do heavy. I'm gonna try it with this brush. So we're gonna mix the Beauty by Joseon. This is my sunscreen, but it's tinted. And then, mind you, I already have sunscreen on. That's why I'm like, But I did go on a cruise, so Miss Girl might be a little darker than she remembers. So I'm gonna attempt to mix this on the back of my hand. I haven't done this in a minute. That looks like a lot. Yeah, I'm gonna just focus it there. But yeah, I'm like, I might be just giving up too early, or I might just be like, you know what, you actually, you know yourself, you know you're not gonna like that long term. Which that's one thing I do know. I know long term, like once kids and making a family and doing all that stuff becomes a thing for me, I generally don't think I want to work in a firm environment. But I feel like I still want to be architecture adjacent. I don't know, y'all. Like, I like the creativity of it all. Sometimes, cause that's really what I got into it for. I like art. Well, when I was a kid, when I was younger, that's why I chose architecture. I'm like, I like to do art, and I took a drafting class. I'm like, you know what, this ain't that bad either. I like whatever this is, so why not? But it's a little more serious than I thought it was gonna be, which makes sense. I mean, I am, you know, putting a building up and stuff, but they don't tell you that in college. Yeah, either way, I'm gonna figure it out. I think if I'm gonna see what it's like to be a consultant, I think that might be a route I take. I also want to be a professor, like help the kids. And you know, I think architecture, although it is a very old profession and very much about design and all that kind of stuff, I think what school is missing is more reality. And I know they do it because they want they don't want you to start being bogged down with too much reality. Now everything's a box, and they want you to, like, you know, really broaden your horizons and really design and think big, because like it's school, this is your time to do so. The issue is once you get into reality, you're like, oh. So there's so much difference that I think people should talk about it more in school, so kids know what they're getting themselves into. And maybe it might help them pick a path for themselves earlier. And be like, you know what? I actually don't think I can do this firm thing. I might have to go try to be a consultant. Maybe I'll go take my little bachelor in architecture and be in construction. Or I'll take my bachelor's in architecture and get a master's in engineering. And now, you know, I got two things going on. Or I can go do interior design on the side too. Like, there is options, but they're not really talked about. So a lot of people do the general path, and then they just, if they're not feeling it, do something completely different. And I think we can talk about it a little more. It might be a little more helpful. Personally, that's what I feel. But yes, that's enough of work. Me and my summer plans so far. I might go to Puerto Rico. I'm thinking one more trip separate from that, and just being, I also want to get more serious about going out during the week and doing hobbies and finding things. I'm gonna play tennis, gonna play pickleball. Like, I really want to have a full life. Like, because I feel like I've been not maximizing my days. I've been on that damn TikTok. Oh my god, something's on my face. What is it? Life-wise, I'm doing good. As you can see if you watched my last vlog, I'm in a relationship. and it's going well. Actually, if you've been around for a while, I think I talked about him in the past because we dated in the past, but it didn't work out, broke up, got back together, and here we are. Which I wouldn't say I recommend, but you know, it worked out. It's working out for me, so I don't know. But yeah, good person, good vibes. I'm trying to balance like being in a relationship and also being like, the thing is, I never want anybody to ever say like, oh Lindy, I haven't heard from you since you got a man, like I haven't because that's so not me. Please don't ever put that on me. I am a girl's girl. I am a friend's friend. I still want to hang out. I still want to have a good time. And if I'm not being responsive, it's just because I'm being lazy. It's because Lindy's not answering the phone. It never has nothing to do with that man. And I'm trying to balance in the world being like, oh yeah, I'm having a great time in my relationship, with also being like, hey, don't turn me into a girlfriend. Turn me into Lindy who happens to have a man, because that's how it is. And I think I might be like that because this is like my first full-on serious ass relationship. I'm literally 28. So I don't know how to just completely be, which I don't really want to be either. I'm not one to be like, oh yeah, my man. I speak about him whenever I'm asked, or if I really have something to share, but I just generally think that's just like, that's the man, we together, but this play is about me. And honestly, I feel like he's fine with that. We both are like very individual, if that makes sense. Like I'm about to go to this birthday party with my friends, and like maybe you would think I would bring a man, but I don't think it's necessary. Some people would say differently, but I don't know. I feel like I have my life, you have your life. We come together on things. That's how it goes. What I'm working on is keeping my individuality, but also not icing him out of my world. You know what I mean? Like, we are still both individuals, but you know, we're trying to mesh and see how that goes. The worlds are gonna collide regardless of what I want, which I do want them to collide, but I'm just not like pressed about it, if that makes sense. And I think I was a little pressed about it earlier this year, but it was because of other people. Like, other people were pressing me about it, so I'm like, oh my god, we gotta get the people together. But I'm trying to calm down, because in reality, I'd rather it be a little more natural. But yeah, I'm working on being a girlfriend, like an actual true girlfriend, because I've never been one and I don't know what that's supposed to give. I mean, ask him. I think we're having a good time, but hey, who knows? But also, I'm like, I'm getting older. I don't super duper feel the rush of like, kids need to happen. I need to be married. I'm just trying to feel this one out, you know? My first boyfriend doesn't have to be my husband, but he could be. So let's figure out what's the vibes. How we feel about one another. I'm very analytical in that way. Like, I love a check-in. I love a check-in with myself. I love a check-in with him. I love to figure out like, where are we at? How we feeling? How am I feeling? How are you feeling? Like, what's the vibes? I think that's important. Because how am I gonna know love of my life? Or is this, because you know, men don't change. People don't change, but men for real. So as you date them, you gotta figure out, is this specific character trait something I can do with for the rest of my life? I'm saying vice versa. I think everybody should do that when you're dating somebody. Like, if I have to sleep next to someone that snores every night, My man don't do that, but I'm giving you an example. If I had to sleep next to a snorer every night, will I be happy for the rest of my life? Say we're married for 20 years. Will I be happy for the rest of my life if I'm sleeping next to a snorer? Me, I know the answer will be no. And so for that reason, either we would talk about how we sleep in separate rooms, or that couldn't be my husband. I know sometimes shit be like, oh, that's a little petty. But you gotta think about your happiness. Will you be happy? Will you be happy with certain things? Will you grow, or will you just grow resentment? I know for me, if I sleep next to somebody, because I have slept next to something, not even just a man, I've slept next to somebody that snores and it pisses me off. It pisses me off. I don't know what it is. I'm like, shut up. So I just know. I know myself. I know how I would be. And that's what people gotta do. They gotta start knowing themselves. And as much as you may enjoy somebody long term, it could not work out because of the thing. And I don't have like a list, but I have like a mental list. When things happen, I'm like, I like that, or I don't like that. Can I do with that the rest of my life? And then life outside of that, I'm really like, I'm battling with being more present just in my own life and like talking to people and that kind of stuff. And just really, I don't know, I have like this block about doing stuff outside of the norm because I really want to make more money. Let's start there. I really want to make more money on this content world and like UGC, your side hustle, stuff like that. But for some reason, I get in my own head about stuff and then I don't post. And I literally don't know why. To be honest, I need to get to the bottom of that, but I'm really working on that because at the end of the day, not only the bills gotta be paid, I really want to not always think about how much money I have and if I can afford it and that kind of stuff. I want to be able, and investments and all that kind of stuff. Like, there's so much things. I think I'm at the cusp where like not having enough money isn't cute to me anymore. Like, I'm like, it's time to get serious. However, for some reason, I'm putting on press-ons. For some reason, I can't get past this block. And some people are like super grinders. Like, they're like, yeah, I'm getting out the mud. I'm doing it. I'm not that. And once I'm good, I'm good. Like, technically, the bills are paid. Everything's fine. I'm paying off my debts. Like, it's really, like, I'm at a decent point in life. But I don't want to be at a decent point anymore. I want to be up. You know? Like, I really want to be like, I'm having it. I can really be helpful to other people and that kind of stuff. And I'm not at that point where I can help anybody. So I'm like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's wrong with me. But I'm gonna continue to push past this because I can't imagine the dream being that deferred and I never make money on social media or like never get to where I want to be life-wise, goal-wise, all that kind of stuff. So I got to get serious, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you feel that way. Like, you know what you have to do, but you just can't get yourself to do it. Or just because like you're good. I feel like I have like there's something in me. I'm gonna keep working at it, and I think maybe I need like a life coach or something. It's something in me that's like, I'm good. So I'm not doing that. And I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what the hell it is because I know internally I want to be better. All right, everyone, the nails are on. I just have this cute press, you know, nothing crazy. My camera kind of dipped out, so I don't remember what I was talking about, but oh, I think I was talking about, you know, this content space. Either way, I'm gonna stick to it. I'm posting this probably on time. we'll see. In the spirit of getting this up, let's get to the outfit real quick. I was gonna do my hair. I think I want to do a little like, let's see, maybe this moment, but from the back, because I think they look better if you take two from the back and then pull them forward like that. Let me see if I like this. Let me take a hair or two out. Probably not. I'm probably just gonna wear the hair down. I wouldn't recommend doing a whole bunch with a press on right after you put them on. I'm just in a rush now because I'm thinking like, I actually do need to go. Put that right there. I should have did that first and like really wrapped it up and locked it in, but it is what it is. All right, I'm gonna get my outfit on, come back and show y'all, and then we're gonna be out of here. Okay, real simple, real quick. I'm doing this denim-ish dress from Shein. The earring, I think this earring is from Shein too. I'm not doing any rings. I got my little Coach purse. I don't know the name of her, sorry. I'm gonna do crossbody, and then I have shoes that match this. That's what I'm gonna wear. And that is the look, everybody. Hold on, I'm in the darkness, ain't I? Exactly. Should I do a different bag? No, it'll go with the shoes. It'll go with the shoes, so I'll just leave it on. Thank you all so much for watching and staying to the end. I appreciate you so much. If you support my channel at all, please subscribe and like follow along this journey with me, and like let's really like tee up for the year because we have 6 more months and we got some serious business to handle. So thank y'all.